core should be just through here.
This layout looks familiar. I believe you're right. But...
enemy reinforcements! Too many of them!
At least this all but confirms that the core lies just beyond. Hear me, Guardians. You two must press on. It is my duty to guide you through this moment. I can. I must. There is nothing more to it. Shiva awaits within. Defeat her. That is the only objective that truly matters. I will see you through to that point. That is Ark's objective. The one we are all more than ready to stake our lives on. So go forth, Guardians, bearers of our future hopes. Let our foes break themselves here upon this old soldier!
Regius, no!
Come now. Manifestations of the Photoner's malice. You and I are relics of the same sordid past. You will not stand in the way of the future. No, Relics is too kind to you. You are no more than lumps of spite, stains on this world. So never fear, I will wash you all away. Take a final look around our tomb. Come to me, Blade of Genesis!
Emergency! Code Q! Completed!
Oh, have you finally arrived? How long did you intend to keep a goddess waiting, Guardians?
We're going to take you down with everything we have, once and for all, for the sake of everyone who got us here!
What a pity. You've come so far to get here. Surely you don't need to rush headlong into death right away.
Wait, the barrier! Did it fail?
Oh no. Your little barrier is working. My power has most certainly weakened. Mitra's concerns were well-founded. Quite a trick, deploying a barrier across the whole of space from an alternate dimension. And if I were some rank-and-file soldier, I imagine it would weaken me by fully half. Perhaps you just might have had an inkling of a chance. But for someone with the might of 1,000 soldiers, missing half of one is but a mere drop in the ocean. Enough of that. Wouldn't you like to see how the friends you've abandoned are faring? I can show you.
It appears we're well and truly boxed in.
They sure brought out the welcome wagon. Kinda makes you proud to see how many we've lured here, though, doesn't it?
I seem to recall that some time ago, we stayed behind in danger, just to let the others get to safety.
Now here we are, posing as enemy lightning rods so the others can get in. Never a dull moment, huh? Sorry about this, Kasra. Seems like we draw the short straw every time you get paired with me.
Perish the thought. All is forgiven. As long as you don't try to shoulder the whole burden yourself this time. If that happened again, I fear your dear wife might finally murder me.
She just might. Incoming!
Wearing out already. Blasted Zig is cutting corners.
You might be asking too much of it there, Miss Maria. You're pushing yourself a tad too far.
Ha, you're one to talk.
Time to burn!
You're gasping for air.
And that's something we've got in common, Miss Maria. But waving the white flag just isn't an option.
Quite right. Not as long as Shiva still breathes. So it's up to us to try and dam this river of incoming enemies until they can manage that.
Our weapons might shatter. Our bodies might break. But you'll never break through here.
Cheer! Forgive me, Blade of Genesis. This could have turned out differently if I could only wield you better. I have much to learn. But we're in this boat together. So do keep me company until I join you in coming apart. I have need of you yet. Ark's hopes rest entirely on this very battle. If I fall here and join those who fell 40 years ago building our foundation, I will be satisfied.
And there you have it. So many people believing in you and spilling their blood, sweat, and tears for nothing. Isn't it laughable? To throw their lives away, reaching for a hopeless, impossible victory. And look at you two, faced with the depths of your inferiority, and still thinking you might have a prayer. Has all your history not taught you that your lust for chasing the impossible is the root of your kind's troubles? Ridiculous. Hopeless fools, each and every one of you. Well, I suppose we should begin. I'll have to crush you, just a tad extra, in Mitra's and Varuna's place. Now, go on and twist in utter despair, shrieking with regret as you die, and learn how deep down the darkness goes.
Emergency code due.
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All RSOCs, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. There will be no mercy. Take this! This ends here! You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. Still hanging on, I see. I will give you this much. Your sense of duty is strong. It's gone like this from the beginning, hasn't it? The two of you always thwarted my expectations, clinging to shreds of hope. And so I've come to think, what a waste it would be to simply shatter you, the vessel of the universe.
What do you mean?
The likes of you two are wasted on arcs. Won't you join me instead?
What?
I'll even forgive this violence. Wipe your slate clean. Your lives will be safe with me. It just so happens I'm looking for replacements for Mitra and Varuna. A fine deal, wouldn't you say?
How dare you toy with us?
Oh, this is no toying. Simply a well-timed proposal, I would think. I came to the realization that you would make apt allies, and having shown you where you stand, I am negotiating, going through all the proper steps, as it were. Think now. Does Arx truly deserve your absolute and undivided loyalty? Is Oracle worthy of your protection? Wasn't it your very own overseer who, when you were listlessly turning toward the darkness, made the cold and calculated choice to cut you down? It was your own sweat and toil that pulled you from that disaster unscathed. Sole credit lies with you alone. And what did Arx do? Nothing but sit back and watch. Nothing but abandon you. And make no mistake. Eventually, they will shun and reject you. They will grow fearful of how powerful you two are. No, they won't, I suppose you're thinking. Of course you are. But their own history tells all. This living witness right here can testify as much. Your kind are unseemly to the last. They won't? Think again. We are more powerful than they could ever be. We need not bind ourselves, ever, to their faulty logic. Surely you must agree, Guardians. Do you not see that it's the universe, not Arx, that deserves your protection? Do the two of you not simply want to protect one another?
Drunk.
Oh, pray tell.
Without Arcs, we wouldn't be here now. Without everyone, we'd have no future.
Is that your answer? Even knowing that in the future they may cast you out?
It doesn't matter. That future would still deserve to exist.
Soft to a fault, aren't you? Did you plan all of this around me failing? How lucky Arx is to have you. Truly. I am Shiva, goddess of annihilation. I am one with the profound darkness, and I am the demise of all history. This universe must perish. Photons must be wiped out. Vessel of the universe, you, all of Arx, and this present time will now face annihilation.
Is this the end? Well, I think we've bought enough time. At least we haven't fought in vain. If we helped lay a path toward the future, then what have we to fear? But, oh, Alma, if I could have one wish granted, it would be to see you again one last time. If only I could have just one mere wish. It can't be. Yonohate?
Come on, Reggie. You're not callous enough to have forgotten about me, are you?
Forget you? I could never, Alma.
I'm sorry this took so long, Regius. But you don't have to be alone anymore. I'll be right here, by your side. That promise might have been too much for one person alone, but with the two of us side by side, I know we can make it happen.
That we can. It's time for us to defend Arx. Let us finish this, Alma. Let the world bend to our will.
Miss Maria, we've got company. What was that?
Yui still alive?
Clara's craze. And Sarah? How?
Maria, you should be leaving the hard work to the spring chickens.
What are all of you doing here?
Did you think we were gonna just sit on our hands when we heard what a big mess you were in? What's the deal, not letting us in on this? Trying to distance us or something? Well, I'm sure that must have been part of Xiao's plan, but...
Here we go! Now this is what I'm talking about.
Now just a moment, you bunch of upstarts, you can't charge in! That was the jolt I needed, how about you, Huey?
Of course.
Prepare to fall Lapras the Umbro!
Awaken now! Varum the Destroyer!
Hey! What the hell's going on?
I should have guessed. The rescue is appreciated, but a little sooner might have been better. Kuna?
I didn't come here just to bail your ass out. This is all just a part of the plan.
Honestly, always the slave driver.
Now, just think of it as us being considered the trump cards.
Can it?
Come on, you two. You can have a go at each other some other time.
Zeno, I'm coming to heal you.
Often and Euclida. Echo, why are you here? Weren't you on standby?
It's all become clear now. This was a ploy to throw off the enemy. Isn't that right, Xiao?
Oh, that little brat. Well, feels like the only choice I have now is to play the hero a little.
I'm with you, oddly enough. Let's show them what the Six are made of. Are you ready, Kuna?
Excuse me. Don't forget I'm part of the Six, too. Now shine, the unseen.
Ring out now, Nanaki the Vigilant!
Behold, Florenberg the Luminous!
Well, what do we do now? Do we push on in after them?
Nah. I think we trust in them and fight on out here. Should ease their load a bit. And I know they can do it.
Quite trusting of you.
Well, yeah. That's my mate in there. No one I trust more. We'll handle things out here. Good luck in there, mate.
We've encircled them with a calculated mass of dracolite and ash particles.
Perfect. The stage is set. It's all up to you now, Sukuna Hime.
Without fail!
Was that Ash?
So, the goddess of annihilation isn't immovable after all.
You, the Ash Maiden of Haruko-tan. But you are bound to the planet. Why are you here?
I'm just as shocked. I was told they were cunning, but I never expected them to be able to imitate my ash. Alma created a ring of ash, and Shao made a few copies and encircled this slice of space with them. After that, teleporting here was simple. It seems you were too caught up in Ark's all-out offensive to notice. What a shame.
What a delightful set of games you prepared. But all the plotting in the universe couldn't bridge the chasm between your power and mine. All you've done is give me a little more work. After all, a feeble power such as yours could never seal mine away.
As we well know, which, I think, would lead you naturally to the question, why are we here? It's the Ashen Wind and Dracolite.
This is it. The very last card in my hand. Hurry. All of Ark's might is now in your hands.
I know this terrible power. This awful sight. You fools. Have you not realized? You're repeating the very same mistakes of the Photoners.
This is not a mistake. It is the power we need to stop you.
Then stop me if you can. And learn the inevitable consequence of using that misguided power. I will correct history. Astounding!
Emergency! Code!
Take this! Do you honestly think you have a chance? Take this! Take this! Is that your best? Weakling. This world shall end, and photons with it. Do you honestly think you have a chance? Take this! What abhorrent power! Take this! Allow me to end this terrible power of yours. Be gone, and take your misshapen will with you. Is that your best? Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? This is how it must end then, is it? Disappointing. Oh, how mortifying. My victory was not granted, and so we're doomed to repeat history once more. It should be obvious. In the end, we're no more than vessels for the universe. Playing out the same story again and again and again. Everything you and I have recorded, all will return to the beginning and repeat itself. A final question for you. If you were made to choose between destroying the very universe and disappearing, what would you do? As long as photons exist. No, as long as you and I exist. That is the inevitable choice I will continually face.
What? I'm detecting high purity F-factor readings. Where did it come from?
It couldn't be. The original profound darkness taking over?
The original profound darkness is the anti-photon. It is not born. It is simply there. Having lost Shiva, the most powerful being available, it seems only natural that it would claim the next most powerful. You. So, what will you do? Indeed. I expected you would say as much.
I'm detecting a massive dimensional warp. Are they trying to teleport somewhere?
It's the time stream. Stop! How far back are you trying to go?
No, please don't!
You made the correct choice. This is the time before space was born. A place of emptiness, with no record yet begun. A place with nothing to destroy. Here, that absolute drive for eradication wilts. It vanishes with you into nothing. And from here, the universe begins anew. Before creation began, there was a light. It died at the point where the universe started. But from it, the Akashic records were born. From the beginning, you were here, as the being with knowledge of all history. All of creation begins and ends with this. And yet, a crucial point remains. Even should you lose this history, stretching endlessly back from now, you cannot be lost from the future that still beckons. Can't you hear them? The voices of all those who call out for you. Can't you see them? The hands that will meet yours if you only reach out. Were you the vessel of only this universe, you would be trapped in its cyclical history. But with the threads binding different universes together, you can weave a new future. Open your eyes. Bind these records together. March toward that future. You are the primordial being, the last operative of Arcs. All the answers you've woven throughout the entirety of history will heed your call and come to your aid. What a pleasure it is to have been able to know you. Thank you.
No! All traces of the Guardian are just disappearing from the universe!
What? What do you mean, Harriet? Did something happen to the Guardian?
Guardian? It can't be. Is the Guardian?
Yep. Sure looks like that dummy's decided to try and be the one to fix everything. What? Harriet! Look! Look!
You're...
the original goddess! Just when I thought I could finally get some solid sleep in, this bozo came knocking and woke me up.
Varuna?
Hey! Don't think you can pull another fast one on us. You're on a losing streak, Buster!
I know it must be far too late for any words to mend the wounds I've made. But I will try to let my deeds speak for me. So please, Lady Harriet, go on and allow me to handle things here. Please do what you feel called to do. My only goal now is to be of service to you. If you'll allow me to.
Thank you, Varuna.
Huh? Why'd all the bad guys disappear? Ooh, hold on. Does this mean we won? Yay! We did it! This is strange. Why do I still feel so uneasy?
Hitsugi!
Hal? Why do you look like... what are you even doing here?
I heard... some kind of voice. I think maybe it was... calling out to you.
Calling? For me? Hal, what should I do? Is there any way I can help?
Hitsugi, hold on to my hands. I'm gonna try to open the way.
After all those times that we were the ones getting saved, I'm glad that I'll finally have a chance to return the favor. Idiot! Idiot! You dummy! You said you wouldn't do anything like this! We promised we'd see this through together! We swore we'd never leave each other behind! No matter what! I won't let you do this! I won't! I don't care if it means history comes undone! I don't care if it means negating history itself. I'm not going to let you go. You can't just go and make this decision by yourself. I won't let you. I absolutely refuse to let it end this way.
Indeed. As you should.
Shian, is that you?
Even if it means denying all of history, the Akashic records themselves, and my very being, a world without them cannot be the world that we choose.
Guardian, it's time to open your eyes. This isn't over yet, and we're going to keep it that way. The answer to the question you face lies in the bonds you forged.
Power I wield, that I received from you, it exists to save others. So get ready. It's my turn to be the one to save you. Sever this impurity. Ame no Muratomo! This isn't where our story ends. There's so much we still haven't
Let's hold the congratulations for after we take care of that.
The overwhelming darkness that split off from you, it's still here, even without a vessel.
It's a piece of the shadow that formed the core of the profound darkness during the time of the Photoners. A mass of pure destructive will, with nowhere to go and nothing to latch onto. It's materialized here as pure power.
We can't let it exist anymore. We're most certainly not going to lose one more person to it, in any time, in any universe. Look at this. I can feel all these hopes and dreams.
It's all the wishes of every living being. No, perhaps the wishes of all those who have ever lived thus far.
They've become a great light to drive away the darkness, once and for all.
The might of all the universe has gathered here. All records of existence through now have been for this very purpose.
And here, we will begin the first page of a new universal record.
Each bond you have forged has returned to you here. All for this moment.
Emergency! Code! Due!
This is the true form of the profound darkness. What deep darkness. But we can't give up.
It's time to put an end to this eternal bond! That really did some damage! Keep it up! You've got this!
Look out! Get out of the way!
are working! That means we can do this! Don't let up! We're almost there!
This is the final battle. Let us fight, Guardian.
This is the battle to end all battles. Let's go. Together. Come on. Let's get this over with and go home together.
The time for words has passed. All I can do now is be thankful for being able to fight together until the very end.
I don't want to live in a world without you. No way. No. We're going back home. Together.
No, I won't lose any of you. We're all going to the new world. Together.
Emergency! Code due!
This ominous aura. So, this is its true form.
Time to finish this!
Seems it's about to get serious. Don't let your guard down, not even for a second.
We can't lose! Let's see this through!
So this eternal circle of fate finally meets its full stop. There will be no more place here for phantoms like us.
What?
You need not mourn for us. Your escape from this cycle of death and rebirth has saved me as well. Now go forth. Go forward on whatever path you choose, my toy.
This is the outer reach of my knowledge. Beyond here is the first step into an unknown future, one even the Akashic records cannot contain. This future will be no one's to record. The memories you make there will be yours alone. But if you would allow me one final thought. I believe your future will be so brilliantly bright.
Matoy! Matoy! Where is this? Amduskia?
Yes. I believe Shaolet is all here.
Oh, what a relief! You're both okay. You too! Well, should we head back?
Yes. Everyone is waiting.
Yeah. Hey. Was that a dream, you think? Yeah. Let's go. Our future is waiting for us.
Hello to life and all you've given me, reveling in this starry fantasy. Finally here, have I lived up to be? Do you feel the same? Infinite bonds all throughout space and time. Stories unfold, promising futures untold. Sovereign light throughout the darkness. Hand in hand, here we stand under the unyielding radiance of tomorrow. dreams come true. Thank you for all the boundless joy you gave me. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You gave us strength and courage to keep on. I live true to me. I live bright and free.
I live on to make all brand new memories.
Fantasy star. Seas of hope fluttering through the wind, blossoming through wistful gaze of sorrow, sailing through so deep into the unknown. Finally the storm subsides, basking on the painted skies of
Miracle, finally we made it here. Limitless battles that brought us to our knees.
Kept in my heart that we understood together as one. Sacrifice, we made it to the end. Together hand in hand.
We are one. We are one. We are
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our fates alive, intertwined, a prelude to a brand new start, sailing anew. All of our dreams come true. Thank you for all the boundless joy you gave us. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Finally, all our dreams have come true. I'll live up to be. I'll live out my dreams. I'll live out to make all brand new memories. Fantasy star. Fantasy star.
Well, well. It looks like dreams do come true after all, even if things aren't completely at peace yet. At least we'll all have more time to devote to accomplishing our own goals. As far as what I want to do, I should probably work on improving my katana skills. What's with the quizzical look? You must be wondering why I'd want to keep training at a time like this, hmm? For one, training with the katana doubles as a way to cultivate the soul. As someone wise once said, in cultivating the heart, the wielder sharpens his blade until his heart and blade become as one. Actually, it was Regulus who said that, though he didn't say it to me directly. Training with the katana is training the mind. A well-trained mind can surmount any challenge, no matter how difficult. Thus, I wish to strengthen my mind through strengthening my skill with the blade. That's my new goal. Oh, are you interested too? If you like, maybe I can help you train your mind as well. Excellent. Just leave it to me. I'm going to do my very best to whip you into peak form. Though in all honesty, you probably have me beat in the spirit department already. No doubt I'd be the one reaping the most benefits.
Resting up? I've been meaning to take a breather myself. This piece seems to have made things even busier for me. Oh, please don't misunderstand. I'm not saying I had lots of free time before, just that there are more ways than ever to stay busy these days. I've heard my fair share of gratitude, but the nature of my day-to-day work sometimes makes it difficult for me to accept it gracefully. And besides, you're the one who people should be fawning over. It was you who ultimately saved us all. I know I'm on the late side, but I'd like to share my gratitude, too. Sorry if I shocked you. To be honest, I'm a little surprised at myself. You deserve that much. Please accept my sincere thanks. However, you can't always be so trusting. Throughout history, there have always been groups that raise up a hero. A maker of history. Like you. On the other hand, there will always be groups that regard someone as powerful as you as dangerous. Arcs, too, will be deemed suspicious. The whole reason for the struggle between Arcs and Falspawn is the existence of photon energy itself. If you think about it, there's even the possibility of a movement, somewhere down the line, to ban the weaponization of photon energy. If that happens, the current Oracle will fracture, and conflict will ensue. These are fearsome possibilities that we have to consider. Of course, this is all just theoretical, but you still have to think about all the potential futures made possible by your mere existence. To avoid such a future, I would sincerely advise you to maintain a healthy level of suspicion and skepticism. I know that's easier said than done, though. Especially for a softie like you. In any case, it's just a friendly word of caution. The Intelligence Bureau and I will support you in any way that we can to avoid further conflict. With your permission, I will keep an eye on you from the shadows. I want to keep the peace just as much as, if not more than, you do. I hope I can do right by you, considering all you've done to protect what is important. Well, see you around.
Hey there! It sure has been a while. Glad to see you're looking well these days. That's right. Thanks in part to the efforts of Sierra, we've almost achieved complete independence for the Ark ship. Without my administrative system duties to occupy me, I find my load lessened. Maybe I should focus on calculating the far future? Sierra is out right now. She said she had something to do. I'm hoping to hear back from her soon.
Shao, this is Sierra. I've got the interview results. Today's theme is, what kind of environment will improve work conditions for female ARCS operatives? Oh, hey there. You're welcome to join us too.
This is one of Sierra's new projects. She wants to go around and collect feedback from everyone at ARCS to foster greater independence. Oak and I both support her on this. It's important to be mindful of everyone's suggestions if you hope to improve your organization.
All right, here we go. First up, we have feedback from Sarah of the General Affairs Bureau. Everyone needs to make more of an effort to properly thank others, and patting people on the head needs to be banned.
Interesting. But this one I must overrule. I'll try to better express my gratitude, but head pats are still on the table.
Next is feedback provided by Guardian Matoy. I want to protect everyone and ensure their happiness. That's enough for me.
I see. Somehow, it's very Matoy. Right down to her deviating from the theme a bit. Who's last then?
Improve the position of intelligence informants. Also, praise Patty for being so amazing. Tia was right next to her and just sighed.
Disposition aside, I would like to see what happens when Patia is integrated into the Intelligence Bureau.
That's all for today, but I also weighed in. For female casts, we should consider special breastplates.
Oh, sorry, Sierra. My hand slipped and you got cut off there. At any rate, it seems ARCS operatives are enjoying the current peace. Nothing like the serenity of peace, eh? And it's all thanks to that miracle you pulled off, snatching us from the jaws of a cruel fate. Yet, I can't help thinking from time to time that after benefiting from such a miracle, our only trajectory going forward is downhill. That even with the miracle of Xion, a never-ending cycle of tragedy, of conflict and sacrifice, is in fact our most natural fate. What's with the long face? Sorry if I spoiled the mood there. As for the far future and those who walk its path, I hope that no matter what may change, miracles will never go out of style.
Still, I can't believe that the rookie I had to help during their certification mission actually took out the profound darkness.
That's right. Xeno was the first one on the scene when Falspawn appeared on Nefarious.
Or you were just late, Echo. Anyway, I think our future guardian here really would have been fine even without our help. Actually, that reminds me. Do you remember how I'd mentioned that I felt like I'd seen you somewhere before during the certification mission? I finally remembered who you reminded me of. My mentor who took care of me before I joined ARCS.
Your mentor, huh? You mean the person you always quote on the rare occasion you have something good to say?
Come on now. The words of my mentor are my words too. I now realize what part of you reminded me of my mentor. The way you carry yourself and the vibe you give off. It's exactly alike.
But, Xeno, didn't your mentor disappear off to who knows where more than a decade ago? And what's with this vibe talk? What exactly are they supposed to do with that info?
I know. What do you want me to say? Most of my memories from that time are already a blur. To be honest, I can't even remember my mentor's face. Even so, as strange as it sounds, I just can't help but think of him whenever I'm with you. I wonder where you are now, old friend. And have I kept faithfully to your teachings? You think I need to knuckle down, huh? I see. Well, you're right. I've still got plenty of work to do. It's strange, but your response is totally what my mentor would have said. You know, It really is uncanny.
It's called picking up on your cues, Zeno. At any rate, it's amazing to think that our former greenhorn has done so much.
You two are too much for the imagination. On one hand, we have one of Ark's only 2 guardians.
And on the other hand, even Offen was in some sense a special case, entrapped by Apprentice and their cohorts. Saying that, the most unbelievable twist has to be Zeno being admitted as one of the 6.
What can I say? I was laser focused. Still, I struggle with some of those memories. Back then, I made you worry too much.
I still don't regret becoming a hunter, but there's no denying I caused plenty of trouble for everyone as a result. Sorry about shocking everyone like that. You're embarrassing me just bringing it up.
Everything in the past is firmly connected to our current and future peace. That's why we were able to reunite and get married.
That's right. We should all be proud of the peace that we've helped to restore. Oh, that's right. Wouldn't it be cool to go on a honeymoon? Offen, Matoy, and everyone else can come along. I see that stare. You're coming too. This peace was made possible by everyone.
Yep, can't argue with that. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to let everyone come along, right?
Hey. Good to see you.
And... thank you. We made the profound darkness, and then abandoned it with no regard for the consequences. We endangered the whole universe. We foisted dark falls and the profound darkness on all of you. The sheer irresponsibility of it is just unconscionable. Even so, you were admirably able to do what we could not, to put an end to them. So, please, you have to let me thank you for fixing our mistakes, for defeating the profound darkness. Thank you.
What's gotten into you? This isn't like you at all.
I may not have been involved directly, but I am one of the 20 goddesses, so I have to take at least partial responsibility.
I see. But you were there for the battle, right? Xiao even called you our trump card, didn't he? Even if you fall short of this one here, you should still share in some of the glory yourself.
Euclida. You're still as sweet as ever, Euclida. No matter what happens, you're always there to cheer me up when I'm feeling down.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Well, in any case, it seems you just can't do without me, Euclida. I guess I'll help you out a little longer. So, I'll be counting on you too, Euclida.
Unbelievable. You need to be more honest. But I guess the same goes for me too.
Sukuna-hime! Katashiro!
Oh, it's you. That gang of enemies we found on Haruka-tan are gone.
The Daybreakers have returned from the Spirit Realm and are in the process of rebuilding.
That's great. We finished up as well. Is that so? It would seem we can finally relax a bit then.
Peace finally returning to Haruka-tan is all you're doing, honestly. Thank you.
You're welcome. But I don't know what we would have done without you and Sukuna-hime either. We are where we are today because everyone gave it their all and acted on their aspirations to make them real. Isn't that right? Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't be here if everyone hadn't pitched in the way they did.
was totally a group effort. It looks like we can close the books on this one. A happy ending, to be sure. Speaking of which, Kotoshiro, the Daylord said that he intends to welcome you into the family as his new son-in-law.
What?
It seems that the Daylord's daughter has become rather smitten with you.
What? This can't seriously be happening, can it?
Now, don't be rude. Why would I lie about such a thing? It was a while back now, but recall back to when I went off to challenge that dark child. Back then, it was you who shouted like a maniac at the Daybreakers, wasn't it?
Are you talking about when all the Nightfallers were eaten by Gemini the Duplicate, and you went in all alone to end the whole business?
Yes, precisely right. I was surprised when Kotoshiro came to my aid, that's for sure. It appears he made quite the impression at that time. He stole the king's daughter's heart with his courageous air and that impassioned speech of his.
What strange tidings.
I know, right? So, how about it?
Honestly, I'm a little perplexed.
Well, you're not going to get anywhere with a half-baked attitude like that. Do you plan on being a bachelor forever?
Well,
You know, I'm getting to the point where I wouldn't mind a few grandchildren.
You're grimacing again, Kotoshiro. It looks like things are right as rain at Haruka-tan now. Thank goodness.
That box lunch from last time was delicious! Hooray! Cabbage lunch!
You mean caviar lunch? It was just a little strange for a boxed lunch they gave out to people helping to restore the school.
Why'd it end up being caviar? I could have sworn I ordered the standard boxed lunch.
Thanks a bunch, Corey. It was amazing being able to eat such a delicious lunch.
You're too kind, Al! I guess I'll have to see if our luck continues the next time I order the wrong lunch.
Cut it out, would ya? Who even eats something like a caviar lunch? Sounds like pretentious grub for a snooty CEO.
You called?
In your dreams.
As feisty as ever, I see. You all attack me mercilessly for only contributing money. Yet here I am, on site, overseeing the boxed lunches.
Huh? Are you serious? So it's you that changed the boxed lunches Corey ordered without asking?
Why would I hide it, huh? And by the way, you're welcome.
I had a feeling you were involved.
But that box lunch was really, really amazing.
I'm honored you think so. Oh, almost forgot. The reason I came over here is because I want you to try out our new app. We've developed a realization monitor that renders the fantasies belonging to the subject of a photo, letting you play with them.
Here! I want to try!
Don't take the bait, Corey!
I'm gonna try it too!
No, Al! Don't get involved with this oddball!
Wow, somebody's getting feistier by the minute.
So if I take a picture of Hitsuki, then I'll be able to...
What? No way! Corey! Stay back!
Let's see those fantasies, Hitsuki!
Corey, the lens is pointed in the wrong direction. You're only going to see your own fantasies. Hey, give that to me, Corey! Don't you dare look out!
It looks like our app has successfully read and rendered one of Corey's fantasies, as per our initial calculations. Take a look at that. The three of you look so congenial.
Cut it out! How could you even release such a crazy app? You gotta shut it down right now!
Hey, what did it show?
You might be a little too young still, Al. Gotta get my hands on that picture somehow.
Everyone seems so happy now. A lot has happened, but it's great to see that everyone's laughing again. Just like the old days.
Yeah, the restoration is going well too. Feels like we've finally made it, you know? I could get used to this.
Yeah, and it was all thanks to them and everyone else.
We created this piece together. You included, Al, don't you think?
Corey, you sure are sulky today. Is everything all right?
Hitsugi, is it true that you got a love letter?
Hold up! How do you know that?
A love letter? You mean the letter that someone left in your locker?
Oh, so you told her.
You're the student council president! You're supposed to be a paragon of virtue and good behavior, not getting love letters. Scandalous relations with the opposite sex! You'll be harassed by the media club and become front page news!
I don't know what you're going on about. It's not like I actually wanted to get a love letter.
In that case, can we burn it? Like, right now?
Stop it!
Then how about you just tell me who sent it? I'd like to give them a stern warning.
Hey, put that sword away! Cut it out, Corey!
Hey, guys.
Huh, Inga!
What's up, Al? It's been a while. You all good?
Yup.
What's wrong, Inga? You have business with the student council?
Nah. I just heard that you got a love letter. Or something.
Oh, jeez, not you too! Wait. This is your doing, Corey!
Hitsugi, bring your new boyfriend here. I want to see what he's made of.
Oh, shut up! I don't even know who sent the thing. Didn't write their name anywhere.
He must be a real idiot then. Imagine if you forgot to write your name on a test. You'd get a big fat 0. 0.
Who cares about any of that? Now, Hitsugi, what did the love letter actually say?
Well, it's a little bit embarrassing.
You are like a big sister to me. I love you so much. Please be with me forever.
Huh? Oh, how do you know all that, Al? Oh. Actually, they did mention something about me being like a big sister. How could it be?
Sorry, Hitsugi. I'm the one who forgot to write his name.
Aw, I'm so glad, so glad. Hitsugi, Al, the three of us can all still live happily ever after.
What the hell?
Writing a love letter to Hitsugi? Al is really a little heartbreaker. Well, I suppose it is more of a thank you note than a love letter. Anyway, at least they didn't make the news. It seems like all is well on Earth. Peace at last.
Do not be so humble. The future is now back on its rightful course, and it was all your doing. Though there are still those who do not recognize the magnitude of your deeds, you and I have seen and known everything. To truly understand an entity so different from ourselves is a monumental task. However, I will make an effort to that end. I promise. Even if it takes some time. I am grateful that you have restored our future. Corella and I shall sing of your deeds, that future generations might hearken to them. Rella is truly impressed with what you have done for us. With your guidance, you have created a bridge between the Draconians and Arcs. I am glad that we were able to reach an accord. I concur with Rella. None may know what the future holds, but I trust your contribution will be an important one. You and we Draconians will share the same future. You and Corella shall be the new vanguard for Draconian Arcs relations.
It's just like you said. It's like a light bulb went off in my head. I want the three of us to talk and become good friends. Just like, no wait, better than back in the old days. Kyoki, Luko, you guys are my best friends.
You certainly are honest about your feelings. It's important to have faith in the feelings that you have for your friends.
You're right! Thank you! Well, I guess I'll see you around. So, whoa!
Stratos. It seems like they didn't hear anything at all.
Oh, really? Whew, that's a huge relief. In any case, I really must be going.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Mum's the word on what I was just discussing with Stratos there, okay? A lot of junior members have been coming to talk lately. At first, I was worried I wouldn't really be very useful as a counselor. But the more I got into it, the more I realized that maybe this is an important role to play. I have to do what I can. And I have that power because I am who I am. It's like he used to say, you have to look toward the future and face yourself. That's when you notice. From then on, my sister and I listened to what he had to say while figuring things out, and it all came into sharp focus. You cannot hope to communicate without words, even with those you really care about. I know that to be the truth now, more than ever. Now, even though I no longer have him or my sister, I can at least listen to the woes of junior members and be of some use. This is my new role. I realize now that I have to look toward the future and stop living in the past.
Oh, I was just looking for you. Perfect. I wanted to run something by you. I've been pouring my energy into tweaking the anti-photoner AIS systems and gear, but I just got word the project's wrapping up. You've helped me out so much with it, so I thought you'd want to know. The battle data that I got from you during the course of the research project was extremely valuable. Going through the General Affairs Bureau from the start was the right call. To get data from a real Guardian, I'm grateful. Also, I was granted access to all of your past battle data for analysis, and it was truly fascinating. Besides bolstering our anti-photoner potential, I'd like to put your data to use in increasing our fall spawn eradication efficiency. A researcher's work is never done. I'm going to continue working on R&D so that we're not caught off guard again. And I might need the sort of help that only a Guardian can provide. Oh, I almost forgot! We still have some high-intensity damage resistance testing to get through. We had to abandon testing live subjects, but you're not bound by the rules, and your resistance stats are through the roof. You really are helpful. I'm so glad that we met each other. Well, shall we get to it? Right, no problem. We're going to start with testing at 800,000 Gs, so do whatever you need to get ready. Ah, and it should be okay to remove both the shock absorber and the safety, I'd say. This is a rare opportunity, so we've got to try all sorts. Hey, where are you running off to? Wait!
Have my prayers been answered? Might all those consumed by the merciless flames of conflict have finally been avenged? There can be no end to my gratitude. We have vanquished our rivals and finally put an end to this struggle, like the real heroes of legend. However, there is actually something else for which I must thank you. On that day when you showed me Clarissa's fragment, you reinvigorated in me the passion of a true swordsmith. Had it not been for you, I might still be stuck with nothing to offer the world but a chip on my shoulder. I sincerely thank you for guiding me so far. To tell the truth, these have been some heady days. How did you reach that conclusion? I never said anything about retiring. The real battle is not yet over. There's still a long, long way to go before I can rest easy. After all, Maria is certainly not going to let me go and give up without a fuss. In fact, I bet she's broken Labris and is charging here as we speak. I cannot simply abandon Labris in her hour of need. Good grief. Growing old and senile in peace just isn't in the cards for me, it seems.
Independent operating codes into the control system and unlocked! And we're done. That's a huge weight off my shoulders. Now that Xiao's back, I can finally lighten my workload a little. The profound darkness has finally receded, and you came back alive. Talk about a happy ending. Now that the profound darkness and dark falls are no more, we needn't be worried about any more falspawn spawning. Even so, there are still falspawn remnants scattered about, corrupted creatures marauding unchecked, and new weapons to discover. Thus, your efforts as a member of ARCS do not end here. I'm sure that someday, we'll all be able to completely rid the universe of all falspawn once and for all. Until then, I'll do what I can as your navigator. I was just a fledgling operator when we first met, but what about now? Have I improved? You are one hard nut to crack, but I know I still have much to learn. I'm excited to keep on growing. I'm counting on you to take care of me, even if I am a pain sometimes.
Hey, mate. Welcome back. I never doubted you for a second. To actually defeat such a monster. There's no two ways about it. You're the best ARCS has to offer. Now that I think about it, ever since we first met on the certification mission, I've caught some glimpses of your true power here and there. I'm talking about how you bust through Falsepawn without even a hint of fear in your eyes, mate. Meanwhile, I'm wet in my trousers. Even after we were formally accepted into ARCS, you went with me on my investigations. Oh, and we even went to that tournament together. Then, after that, we saved Yusi, defeated that dark force tosser, and met the profound darkness in battle. And now look at you, a guardian representing all of ARCS. Looks like our glory days as a duo are behind us. Thanks, mate, for everything. You're killing me over here, mate. Even though I know you're just having a laugh, you're gonna give me a heart attack here. Well, in any case, thanks for all the good times, and here's to many, many more, mate.
You know, I'm still a little bit mad at you. After the profound darkness was released from Shiva and transferred into you, you vanished, all alone. You do still remember when I told you that you can't go sacrificing yourself to save the world, don't you? Don't you remember our promise? That we wouldn't leave each other behind, no matter what? I'm the one who should say sorry. I'm only just a little bit mad. But at least you came back in one piece. That's why we're able to talk here like
this now. I always had a feeling from the beginning that our closeness would lead to some painful partings when the inevitable happened. That's exactly why we have to take time to talk to each other, to put our heads together properly. Neither of us should be sacrificing ourselves. We both need to stick around, for everyone's sake, including our own. It's you and me forever, okay? I love you.